CitizenAY to
Okay.
maybe you want to give that to somebody else so that we can have it. We spoke to him last week on the radio, and we are now gonna have a word with him right now. That is CitizenAY. Joining us. Let me know because I've got the earpiece on myself.
Yeah.
But if you can't hear him properly, then I could give that to him. Good morning and welcome to Star Radio UK. You're live now on the radio, so let us be mindful of the language that we're going to be using because we are listening to all over the world. We spoke to you last week when this protest was cancelled, but now we are back on a Wednesday. Just take us through, and please, we're live on the radio now. Please don't mind, watch your word because of the, those that are listening as well around the world. Just take us through a little bit of why you are here this morning on a very cold winter morning.
I'm here because as a concerned Nigerian, if anything, and we should all be concerned because what is happening in Nigeria right now, even as we speak, the exclusion of a president of the AAC from the debate as currently is, even though we've taken it to court, even though the courts have thrown out John Momo's excuses, are demanding ₦1 million and they've been forced to take 5,000 naira and to accept 5,000 naira, and it's still now been to another judge. All of that stuff, it's all a delay tactic. We got about 38 days before the coming elections. We should all be awake to the impending danger we are faced with as a nation. Because if we allow the likes of Koiki, and I call Buhari and Atiku, if we allow them to run that country, they will ruin, they will impoverish and enslave Nigerians further still. The suffering that is going on now is nothing compared to what will come if you allow Buhari or Atiku to come in. All we are asking for is for Olayomi to be given the opportunity to present to people, to present to Nigerians his own alternative plan, which is fighter hit. And I'll tell you the plan. It's a 10-point plan. Security, power, infrastructure, fighting corruption, economy, restructuring, health, education, agriculture, and tourism and culture. That's a 10-point plan. It is as simple as that.
Okay, let's just hold it there. Maybe let's go back straight to the studio now.
Olayomi, let me ask the first question. I mean, he's talking about he's laid a ground for why they are protesting, but there's something that I find.
Wait, he couldn't hear you. Okay, now go
Hello.
on. Yeah.
Can you hear us now, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay, now you've laid the ground for why you are protesting, but there's something that you mentioned over there that I would like to know further. You said all you are asking for is for inclusion of him in the debate and for him to be given access to Nigerians. One will argue that government is not the one organizing this debate. Besides, government has not done anything that we can see, or you have demonstrated to say that they've impeded his access to other Nigerians. Besides, appearing on television alone does not guarantee that your message will be heard. Yes, we know it's a credible platform, but if you protesting and telling us that the federal government should, as if government has actually blocked access to Nigerians, I find that a bit worrying, my brother. What do you say to that?
Sorry, I'm just going. Can you say that last bit again, please? Oh, you're okay. Hello. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, for me, I think what you were asking is what the government. You're saying essentially that the government is not in control of any DG and the Broadcasting Corporation of Nigeria or Organization of Nigeria.
Yes,
and
that
they have no influence on that. But I beg to differ. If you go and look at the people who are running this body, some way, shape, or form, they are associated with the government. The government is simply playing a game of saying, look, we have nothing to do with this, it's nothing to do with us, but these people have decided. Nobody has the right to deny Nigerians, the citizens of Nigeria, the right to hear from all the party that is generally accepted to be the third largest party in the nation. Nobody should be denying them, Nigerians, that right to hear them offer their own solutions to the current unworkable and failed programs systematic failure we have in our governance. Both APC and PDP have failed us repeatedly. All we are saying is that Omoyele Sowore and African Action Congress have a plan. That plan is called Spicer Heat, and they have to be given that opportunity. The government should be about inclusive, making sure that those who are seen to be generally the third largest party can also be on the platform, and get engaged in the live debate that is about to go on, not about engaging in excluding and ensuring that you put in the.
Okay, listeners, bear with us. Olayomi's transmission is a bit. Okay, I think we're having. Yeah, good.
So that's my answer. I hope that answers your question. But for me, whether we like it or not, we have to be honest with ourselves. We know how things work in Africa. We know that they will be telling you something else in the front, and in the back they're doing something else. It's all a cloak. It's about cloak and dagger, and that is what is happening. We need to be honest that those who are in power now, they want to do everything they can to stay in power and to continue to impoverish Nigerians, and yet they will blame Nigerians for the same thing that they are causing. These guys, I was talking to a friend yesterday, a good journalist, and who's been covering Nigerian issues for many years, Frank Bello. And he revealed to me astonishingly that Gowon put in place a sort of like a thing for the presidents, for all presidents, from himself downwards. And it's simply this: for every barrel of oil that is produced in that nation, they get $1. For every barrel, for the rest of their lives. For every president, every single president, they will get that. And then when Obasanjo came, he increased it to $2 on every single barrel. Now imagine that we do 1 million barrels a day. Go and work out those figures. You just go and work out those figures and that tells you what that means.
Yeah, but yes, I understand the argument. I understand the argument you're making, but the important fact today is that you are demonstrating because you argue that you have not been included. Don't you think that that alone does not prevent you from making your case? And if I were you, don't you think if Suera, because we know Sahara belongs to your candidate, why don't we look at the possibility of organizing an alternative debate? When the other live debate is going on, this is also going on, so that the Nigerians will make a case, make a choice.
Let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. On Saturday, they closed a publishing a house, a journal. Is it this day? This day was closed. Sorry, was it Daily Mail?
Daily Mail was
closed.
Yeah,
it was Daily Mail that was closed in Nigeria. The police, the army, and the police, they went in. They took their computers. They took everything, and this is happening in the month where next month we're having an election.
But CitizenAY, hello. Hello, CitizenAY. But you know that the government, the president himself, instructed that should stop, and they said they have started the Daily Mail are functioning or working perfectly there. So you cannot say that government has a hand in that, can you?
You can, absolutely. If you can just see the hand of the government all over this. All they are simply doing, they are telling you they're doing nothing, but they're doing everything against what they're saying. So they're telling you one thing in your face, but behind the scenes, they are trying to make sure that they restrict anybody that's a threat to their possibility of gaining power, of being voted into power again. The fact of the matter is this: both APC and PDP now recognize without a shadow of a doubt that Omoyele Sowore of the African Action Congress, with his Spicer Heat manifesto, is a serious threat, a threat that Nigerians are now jumping on board on a daily basis. They are supporting, they are continuously getting behind African Action Congress. Look at the donations that's being put in by Nigerians on a daily basis. If you go and watch Omoyele Sowore when he's talking every evening, people are donating in thousands upon thousands of naira every day. That is commitment. It has never happened before in Nigeria.
Okay,
So,
let me ask you a question there. Hold on for a minute. Now, I did ask Olayomi yesterday that the vice presidential debate that took place. Now, asking questions on the ground, has he had any impact on the voting plans or listen of voters or of the populace of Nigeria? And he was saying that he doesn't think so. So virtually, like Frank was saying earlier on, the fact that somebody has appeared on a television debate doesn't necessarily guarantee that the person is going to do well at all.
No, it doesn't. But the fact of the matter is this: in a democracy, the people who have put themselves up to run, take it back, who have put themselves up to run for the presidency of the nation should be given that, should be allowed to be heard by millions of Nigerians. And that is what we are saying. It is unfair that people who are unheard of, people that we don't even know, are making a decision that will impact the lives of millions of Nigerians. And those Nigerians don't even know these people. They don't know why they've reached that decision, and they are denying Nigerians the real opportunity of people, of someone like Olayomi, who is committed to Nigeria, who is a patriotic Nigerian, What is
the way forward, citizen? What is the way forward?
The way forward. We have a court case, and thankfully the judge.
Assuming you lose that court case, what is the way forward? What is the option? Would that stop you from contesting?
We will continue to protest. That at every single, if it means that we have to go and be protesting outside of each of the presidential debate that they're having, that he must be included, then so be it. We will do it.
Okay. So have you submitted a petition to the ambassador?
No, well, they've not come out.
But you have your petition at hand? You have your petition?
I have a petition.
Okay, now can you give us the key points in that petition?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's two petitions.
Yeah.
One of them was actually, firstly, to date, nobody has told us whether or not Buhari is going to attend the debate. In fact, we have been told that instead of Buhari coming to the debate, it will now be Osinbajo standing in for him. And we don't accept that.
Okay.
If you want to be the president of Nigeria, you must stand up and listen to the questions from Nigerians in the live debate, and answer the questions.
Okay.
And secondly, we are demanding that Sowore be included in the debate.
Okay. All right. The lady, the one on the megaphone.
Yeah.
Can we have a word with her? I have a question for her.
Okay, I will do. I'll pass the phone to her.
Okay,
okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about Victoria.
Okay, yeah, Victoria.
Okay, hold on. All right. Okay.
Well, as we